It's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Bush. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Breeze now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Bush running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
They'll try again down here with Bush. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Bush trying the middle. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. but how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready?
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds. Down inside the 35.
A big play for Carolina. Given 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready?
On the counter, it's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they stick with Bush.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Carolina defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 43, here's second down and 8.
Here's Breeze to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
On play action. Now Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They fake the give. Newton.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
After a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready.
From the red zone now, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Newton. Open man right side is Sharp. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Ken Walker.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now a play fake. Breeze. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Brees going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it up, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Brees.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Saints 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give for Walker running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Play action. It's Newton.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
20. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Carolina. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, here's Newton.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On the counter, it's Bush. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
They toss right side to Bush. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And taken right on the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Carolina!
Terrace Marshall,
53 yards. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball.
This is caught inside the 15.
and he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Pace, let's go!
Breeze now to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Newton.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A pitch comes to Walker.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Kenneth Walker.
54 yards.
And the Panthers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll go again with Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
69 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down is Breeze.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Play action. Breeze.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Breeze. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now Breeze again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's going to use his legs here.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And quickly they get to the line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
It's now
Not King
3rd
Lion.
and 15.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jahan Dotson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Breeze. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Breeze, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Go, League, go. Ready.
Running right, here's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back.